What's up, guys? It's your boy Jimek here, coming at you with another deck tech. This is my mono black vampires list for season 25. This deck list has like an incredible win rate. It's at above for a deck that has like over 100 matches. It has above a 60% win rate, which is really good, and it has a weirdly strong record against the Dreadnought deck. I think it's like 11-2 against the Dreadnought deck at the time of this recording. It's pretty crazy. And Mono Black Vampires has a history in playing Dreadful all the way back to like season 3, where this used to be just like a mid-range deck with like Malacured Blood Witch, things like that. But then like better vampires started becoming legal, and it became more of like a curve out deck. You play your 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, and kill something, and all of a sudden your opponent's dead. But I mean, this deck I think maybe is just strengthened by the fact that Hymnotorak is in this format, and Hymnotorak is a very good card at sometimes messing up your opponent and sometimes doing nothing. But him, Dark Ritual, some random cards. That's a deck, right? That's a deck in Penny Dreadful. So let's go for my version of this list. I'm playing with 18 lands, but actually 20. I'm also playing with Hagra Mauling, which is I think kind of free, but I mean, if you are trying to curve out, this is kind of annoying, but later on you're kind of getting flooded. You kind of just want lands and not be lands, so I think Hagra Mauling is just a great card to have in general. Indulgent Aristocrat and Vampire of the Dire Moon are cards that are shared in a lot of these like 5-0 lists that I was looking at. And Vampire of the Dire Moon is a funny like Nighthawk. It's a Nighthawk just on the ground that touch lifelink, just kind of like trades really early with a lot of things, so that's pretty cool. Indulgent Aristocrat, and one of the many lords in this list. There's actually several lords that are pretty good. I'm also playing with Viserys here. I like a sack outlet to have with like Cordial Vampire, and so you could just kind of like play this if you have a Cordial Vampire out, instantly just pump your team. So, and it just gives you a little card selection. Most people would play Asylum Visitor in this slot. I think that's fine too. Gatekeeper, classic vampire, just make your opponent sack a creature, or maybe you can make yourself sack a creature. Who knows? I don't know what's it's type be good in, but maybe you could do that. It says target player, but it really is just a 3 drop, not really so much a 2 drop. People do play on 2. I think they're wrong, but sometimes if you're playing, maybe if they're playing a creatureless deck, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? They might have another classic vampire, just like what Vampire of the Diamond wants to be, but Vampire of Nighthawk is. Lords here, Cordial Vampire pumps whenever this creature or any other creature dies, not just your own creatures or your opponent's creatures, it's any creature. So it just pumps all the vampires. It's a great reason to be in the vampire tribe. Captivating a vampire also pumps your vampires, but also conceal vampires. So if you have some sort of like silly combo of like giving up vampires, you can start taking things with the captivating vampire and then sack him to the Viserys here to pump your team. So that's kind of fun. Bloodline Keeper, another classic vampire, also makes vampires, so that's pretty sweet. So it's also good with like captivating vampire. I was gonna cut this in a second, then I was kind of like running out of things to play, so I was like, Bloodline Keeper is good. It's just good enough. You can honestly activate it as soon as you can with all your vampires being here already. But this card has so much history. It's really good. So I mean, why not play it, right? Dark Ritual, probably the reason to be mono black in general. Dark Ritual, him, awesome cards. I think there's not much to say. 1 mana makes 3. That's good. Bloodchief Thirst and Infernal Grasp for kind of round out the removal suite here. Thirst, just a solid card. Infernal Grasp, you need some sort of instance, especially against the Dreadnought deck. I think probably the reason the Dreadnought deck is losing to this is probably mostly on him, but some removal's good. Like Gatekeeper kind of just like covers most bases here. But Infernal Grasp can kind of clean up the rest of it. So is Bloodchief's first very efficient card for a Dreadnought if they don't have a removal spell. Or a protection spell, rather. Sideboard here, pretty simple too. Duress, Lost Legacy, mostly for like combo, control decks. I don't know if I'd bring Lost Legacy against a control deck, but if they had like very few win cons, maybe you can consider it. I probably will do it, because Summon Removal is bad. One of the bad matchups, according to the PDM site, is Storm, which is really weird to think about, but especially with deck with a bunch of like Hymnotorax and Duresses, but maybe it's like a play pattern issue that people have been dealing with. Not sure. Extra removal here, Blood Cheaters, Infernal Grasp for like those creature mirrors. I'm not sure if this is necessary, but I'm not really. But I don't know what else to put really in the sideboard here. Extra Bloodline Keepers. I want this for like grindy matchups, like mid-range decks. where they kind of just kill everything and you kind of just have to have the last thing standing. So this is a good last thing standing, sort of like Army in a Can style. And Feed the Swarm, I'm going to play against enchantments, mostly as enchantments, but you can also bring it against extra removal if you need it. But I like Feed the Swarm against like troublesome enchantments, maybe like, I don't know, Rude Halo. I've seen like Form of the Dragon, that can be really annoying. So just like problems and things like that. Like this effect is so rare that you want to use it for mono black. So I'm gonna play in a league today, so 5 rounds of Magic. So yeah, let me know if you like the video, like, follow, subscribe. And we've seen a lot of new people, so if you came from this channel, let me know. We have actually I'm gonna put a link in the Discord for PDM Discord for Penny Dreadful, so come join us on the Discord if you want, or otherwise if you want to learn about things or follow my stream. When I stream kind of weekly, but yeah. All right, let's go. All right, got a match with the Penny Dreadful Mono Black Vampires list. I'm on the play. So I could turn one Nighthawk here, but if I don't draw lands in a row, it's gonna be really bad. I can also turn one like Captivating Vampire and maybe like Seer. The curve isn't like super low, so you kind of need to hit every land drop. I'm gonna mulligan actually. There's too many threes in my hand. This hand is better, albeit a bit slower, but it will keep. All right. Can't go wrong 2 Nighthawks, right? There's no reason to play Swamp or Soaker, so I'm just doing it to do it. There's really no reason not to do either. Do either way. They look cooler, I guess. Oh, regular Swamp. A Swamp Mirror. Wait, Raw Gatekeeper? No, no way. What are my opponents playing? I'm probably getting himmed here. Okay. Oh, they're playing Mono Black Devotion, which is a different sort of look at this. It might be better, honestly. I don't know. They get like bigger stuff like Demigod, but I have a bunch of Nighthawks that kind of block Demigod. I am gonna like kicker this Gatekeeper here. This adds a lot of like toughness if it gets out of hand. So I think I want to just get rid of that. And like the effect is like the exile effect's actually not nothing. And I'm in an aggro deck, so I don't want them to gain any life. Kind of wish I had the Cordo Vampire to start that, but it's okay. Beggars cannot be choosers. So yeah, this list, with Devotion, they want to just put permanents on the battlefield with a bunch of like black pips, so they'll probably have their own Keykeeper. This is fine. I think they might sack my Aristocrat here, because I might want to trade. Or like if anything, I'd like Cordial Vampire attack with the Gatekeeper and just like maybe like ask for a trade. Or just play the I think I might just play the Nighthawk. It's a little more like mana efficient. And they have a bit of trouble targeting me with this Gatekeeper. Also, they want to target themselves. The rare sack my own thing. Okay, they have targeted me. See, I am gonna sack my 1/1. It's fine for now. There's a lot of good synergy with like this and this too. Maybe I don't need Seer after all. If I have like Cordial Vampire and Indulgent Aristocrat, maybe I should have just kept this guy. They can get big together, pretty big. They're pretty fast. Maybe I should have just kept them. Okay, Bloodline Keeper's kind of nice. I am gonna just run out the Nighthawk, and I am gonna offer the trade here. Again, with them, like I don't want them to like build a board with a bunch of like black pips, so they're gonna offer it. I'm gonna take the trade. I love it. I guess it kind of sets up another Gatekeeper from them, so maybe I kind of played myself. Okay. You're gonna see a lot of overlap in these cards. And I don't have a ton of removal, so I think I'm just gonna like jam my guys into their guys, but now I'm gonna have a Cordial Vampire. I find a fourth land, though, Blood Keeper is kind of great. I might think twice about just like trading. Okay, that's better. I think that's better for me than playing out the vampire. Again, I get another like sack to attack. Keep the pressure. I am kind of worried about like the 5/4, but let's see. This is very annoying to deal with. Even like post board, probably really annoying to deal with because they keep coming back. I don't have a Great Fair hate in my deck, so they have another Nighthawk. Okay. Blood Chief's Thirst? Is this Blood Chief's Thirst? Dread Fugue. Well, that's gonna get the cordial. That's not good. That's kind of my plan all along. If I get a land here, Bloodline Keeper seems pretty great. I can kind of like wait on this. Him is pretty cool too. I think I'm gonna him them. But if they have like the 5-drops, it kind of makes them better. But I'm just gonna get this while getting's good. Yeah, so they do have a demigod. I think I'll just wait. Because if they go like land demigod, I'm just like in so much trouble. So I kind of need a blocker. If they attack, I might just take it and then just crack back for 4. I win the race. They have a him too. Okay, Sign in Blood. It's pretty good in this board state. Like, there's no reason for them to attack. They can get back to life from the Sign in Blood, but the crackback, I mean, they lose 2 overall. And I lose nothing. My low land count is going to kill me here. Okay, Feed the Swarm, pretty good. I don't know why they didn't just Feed the Swarm, then attack. Oh, look at a weird sequence there. Okay, well, one Nighthawk will be replaced here. I could have played the Aristocrat too. But I think next turn, if I draw the land, I can go Keeper, then Aristocrat, make a guy pump all my things. I can transform this to pump everyone. And that's like pretty big game. Oh, okay. They've had enough. This game was not over. I don't know, but like, because I'm not gonna. I need to find the land. So, oh well, I will take it. um, I kind of like playing to the board and sort of like. I don't think Bloodchase is that good. I think the grass will be better than this. It just kind of kills everything. I think I have to keep him. I want to keep. I want to bring in some Bloodline Keepers too. I think they're just gonna be like a really good card. I like Gatekeepers. I like him still. I might cut like. I might cut one of these. And maybe like a 1-drop. Maybe like a Seer. No, Seer's not bad. Seer's good at like kind of like trading off the removal for just like things. Unless it's like Gatekeeper, and that's kind of annoying. I got a him. Hims are like not great top decks in the late game. This is sort of like a mid-range matchup. I think I'll cut a him. It seems kind of like bad, but we'll see. Dark Rituals are not good top decks either, but they're like they lead to your best starts. Maybe that's like a case of like keeping him in. I could go to like 1 Captivating Vampire. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's try that. I mean, these are also the Bloodline Keepers are also lords, so too bad. Sure, let's try this Unstoppable Vampire of the Dire Moon, huh? And I have a Hydra Mauling. This is not bad to draw here. I can play this on like turn 2, and then just like so I can assure my 4th land drop. But I think I want to do because I brought in the Bloodline Keeper, so I think I want once I draw a swamp in like next 2 turns. I think I might do that. Okay, a nice little curve out. So if I draw a swamp here, can I not play this as a land? Nice Thirst. Ooh, missed the land drop. That's not good. That's something you don't want to see here. If I draw a land here, that'd be awesome. Okay, Now my curve's a little different. I think I want to play the Cordial Vampire, so we'll just have to, like, leave this to chance here. I don't know what one-landers are, like, super good. Unless they have, like, all Bloodchief Thirst, this is, like, not somewhere you want to be. Maybe like a double him hand. Yeah, it's tricky. Gotta keep nice little mix of lands and spells. It's risky keep. Alright, got another match with the Penny Dreadful Mono Black Vampires list. Another die roll run. Die roll one, pretty good. Again, the same situation I had in game one, round one, where I have this like Dark Ritual hand with a bunch of 3-drops. I have them all again though. This hand I will keep. It's very strong. We'll keep. I want to put back one of the vampires, the Dire Moon, and lead with Vampire of the Dire Moon. Turn 2, him, always where you want to be, I think. It's great on the start. Llanowar Waste. Birds of Paradise. Okay, it's not be Abzan. So there's a choice. I could, like, Infernal Grasp this thing. Or him them. I think I like hemming. This might turn on... Okay. I was gonna say, I might turn on something for Animate Dead, but I'm not gonna be... I can't worry about things if I don't see them. It can't hurt me if I don't see it. Wooded Bastion. This mana base is suspect, but I mean, they have colors. Fertile Ground and Sylvan Library. What is this deck? League is way different from tournaments. You just, like, the meta is just so all over the place. They're two different, like, avenues of, like, gaming. But it's cool. In, like, leagues, people just try anything. I think tournaments, people just try to win, so, for the most part. So, they try to play good decks. So, they started the rampant growth here. I don't think Infernal Grasping is very good. I want to save this for a big draw. Another him. That's actually insane. So it's him again. What do you got? Another Bastion. Oath of Liliana. Some sort of enchantment deck, I guess. So those Feed the Swarms seem really good. Okay, we each have one card in our hands. So at parity right now. I'm so glad I didn't just, like, I got this library. This would have been so bad for me. There might be some, like, Enchantment Matter sort of deck. I see a ton of enchantments, and I think that if they don't have some, like, Doomwake Giant, that'd be really annoying. Is Doomwake Giant even legal? I have no idea. Four mana. Karth. Oh, well, that's something to kill. So you get to draw a Planeswalker. They drew Liliana Vest. That's pretty good. I'm gonna kill this ASAP. So Abzan Karth. The mana's working out pretty well here. I'm just kind of like getting all the cards I need at the right time. But Hellbent now, need to top deck something. A Lord would be nice, I think. Cordial Vampire would be pretty good. Captain Vampire would be great, because it turns like one more return this thing on. So what do they have? They have a Liliana in their hand. They draw one more, they can start like tutoring for like some removal spells. Or no more Planeswalkers, I guess. Kaya, that's not good. That is not good for me. They're gonna exile a creature. I don't think that's what you want to do. I don't know. I guess it like kind of like delays the inevitable, but they kind of like lost life for that. So I guess I have to come at the Kaya here. I guess it really doesn't like kill creatures, but it's pretty decent. They could just start drawing cards. I think they would have maybe wanted to draw a card. Run out my Nighthawk. Alright, get my Indulgent Aristocrat back. This is kind of annoying. It just kind of knock off +1/+1 counters off my creatures, so there's that. Okay, that's the correct mode, because I think their guy's gonna die anyway. Or Nakaya, rather. The Planeswalker is going to die. They can actually cast Leona Vest for life. I think it's like the best thing to do. I think you just want a tutor for something. They have like a board wipe, that'd be pretty nice. Right, they have another Karth. I can just slam all these like idiotic vampires into this Karth. It's actually really funny. Let's see what they find this time. I think I need to kill it though. I mean, let's see if they go up on this. It's not too bad. And they found another Kaya to replace this one. It's going to die because I'm going to attack it with the Nighthawk here. Okay, Gatekeeper is okay, but I mean, it's only good if, let's see. So, attack the Kaya here, attack my opponent with all these. Keep the Indulger Scrap back, they can just like jump in with the Karth. If they decide to block here, then I could like Gatekeeper them and kind of like screw them on the mana. I think I'll do that regardless. I think they can't get rid of the Karth. They get another thing. I forgot about the dice trigger. Reading. What is reading? That's a really good card for them. So they could like draw another card with this card if they just sacrifice it. But I don't know if they'll sacrifice the card. Now that they have the Garrett. Okay. Yeah, I need to go a bit wide now. I think the Indulgent Aristocrat's gonna have to do some work. They found a land, so their hand's pretty much unlocked. They have 3 Planeswalkers. I mean, it's pretty slow though. They can only do one at a time. The Garrett can tick down, but like most of my guys can kind of trade for the beast token. I think I just have to ignore the Planeswalkers and go Dome. Because they have just so many. There's a like Gideon. Okay, I can't ignore that Planeswalker. That's very annoying. But I can... Okay, they decided to kill the Nighthawk. Interesting. I don't have, like, black cards that kill Planeswalkers. So that's kind of a bummer. I imagine they plus next turn and this goes to, like... Because of 3, so it goes up 3. Okay, I think I just have to attack with everyone here. And then whatever they block, I just sack to pump the team. I'm probably just going to block the Gatekeeper here. Okay. Okay, this is... I have a high life total, but they're about to just start raining Planeswalkers, so I don't think I'm going to win this game. I don't think this is good for me. Okay, they went up, so... This is bad. I will say this is really bad. Like, they're at 7, but I'm not going to push this Gideon. And then they're going to play, like, a Garruk. Maybe make a blocker. Then they'll have, like, 2 blockers. That's, like, the smart move. Right? Okay. So this is, like, a 0 ability. That's so funny because of Karth. So they just 0, just pump out beast tokens. Okay. That's a start. So I can make them sack the beast here. Everyone comes at Gideon. They just eat. They eat the Indulgent Aristocrat. It is what it is. Does it for MGO does this for me now? They used to not do that. You used to have to like manually attack the planeswalker. And if you didn't attack the planeswalker, it would just like start yelling at you, like, "You didn't do this. Why didn't you attack Gideon? Didn't you not? Do you not know what the board state is right now?" But I'm glad they made that automatic. If they can't fix Greater Gargadon or millions of other cards that are broken on this program. All right. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm at 38, but I think I'm losing this game. I'm definitely losing this game. All right, here's the Kaya. I think you discard this Nighthawk. Yeah, I'm not gonna beat all these Planeswalkers. This is so annoying. Okay, they drained. Okay, crazy. I don't know how I'm supposed to win here. Um, I guess like Bloodline Keeper can maybe push through. I don't know, but I only have 3 lands. I have 4 lands. Kind of want to concede. They're gonna play the Liliana. Maybe I just keep playing. I don't know. They can't ever really block these things. I mean, I guess they could. They can block the Gatekeeper. This can block this, or I don't know if they can really. Okay, they are gonna trade. Yeah, it's like free, right? They don't lose anything. I've decided to keep playing. I just kind of see what they toot over the Liliana. I still never see, but this is a good amount of planeswalkers. They can't really deal with the Captivating Vampire, so maybe I can just like, if I draw, if I draw Bloodline Keeper, it's not too bad because I can start pumping out vampires without getting on the Gideon. Oh, this is. Oh, these are free because of the card. Oh my goodness. Or the -1 is a 0 now because of Karth. Deploy the Gatewatch. There's no way they can have. The only other cards they have like Liliana and what else? What other? Okay, well, they have 2 Garrix. Great. Okay, you know what? A Johnny Unyielding. Okay. All right, you got me. Um, Karth the Lion. I think Blood Chief Source again is pretty bad. Do I bring in Lost Legacy? Is that like good enough? Or do I try to like beat down? I don't really like Duress. I think I want to bring Lost Legacy. I think getting cards out their deck is pretty decent. I don't know about like Duress though. I don't know. Well, okay, Blood Chief Source does kill Planeswalkers. So maybe that's better than Infernal Grasp. But Infernal Grasp does also kill Karth. So I forgot about I did have Alta Planeswalker, so I think I want all the Blood Chief's Thirst in my deck. I think I will just cut the grass. And I want to bring in the legacies. I actually do. I've convinced myself to bring in legacies. What to cut though? Cut like a cut some of these small drops and maybe like a vampire. Actually, I kind of want to get on the beatdown, so maybe Captain Vampire is pretty good. Gatekeeper seems a little bad. I will say, okay, maybe I just like keep the small drops. Gatekeeper doesn't seem that great in this matchup. Although I guess I could like cheese a Karth. I'm not sure. We'll try this. Look at the Blood Chasers actually does kill Planeswalkers, but it just costs a lot to do so. Sure. I might just Dark Ritual Nighthawk and then him them. I think it's the best use of my mana. I don't know if like I said, I don't know if I needed to rest because Karth just, well, okay, maybe, I don't know. Maybe the rest would have been a good draw. Because Karth doesn't, I keep thinking Karth puts them in play, but it just puts them in their hand. Okay. This is not scary, it's just a Nighthawk. Alright, I will him you. I want to hit lands here. That's a great hit. A land and a fertile ground. I think it's very strong. And Gatekeeper away this bird, so kind of stone rains them. And then we keep the train rolling. Okay, library is kind of strong to get them out of this. Okay, they hit a land drop. Okay, that's a lot of lands. I'm good on lands now. See, that's why I'm playing Haggard Mauling, because then this happens. Then all of a sudden you're kind of like boned. I'd love to see a Lord, Bloodline Keeper, Captive Vampire, anything like that. Be nice. I don't think they can really afford to pay life, but if the card's worth it, they might have to. My beatdown's not like super strong, so it's kind of funny. The instant life gain in this is a lot. Between like Vampire the Dire Moon and Nighthawk, I do gain a lot of life. Okay, they found an Arbor Elf, which would have been good if they had Fertile Ground, but it's not the case. Oh, come on. I should play 4 Haggard Maulings. I should play 4. Maybe I should just play 4. At least they do something. There are a bunch of other lands that do stuff. There's like the Rogue that does something. There's like the Discard spell. It's not like great, but you could play it. Obstinate Baloth. Oh my goodness. That would have been not cool. Should have. You would have. I would have attacked the Arbor Elf. It's like, why not? Not like hymns look bad here. Dire Moon's pretty good at stopping Obstinate Baloth. Alright. I love this thing. It's look at this. It's a brick wall. It's just a brick wall now. I could actually, well, they would trade with the Arbor Elf. That's an easy trade, but any Planeswalker is pretty good here. Gideon seems really good. Um, that's the problem with Duress, is that like it doesn't like stop their top deck. I don't know if that's like super worth it. I think they're trying to dig for a Karth. They do have a lot of life to play with. So now with the Obstinate Baloth, my clock is significantly lower. Alright, they took 4, so they drew 2 cards. It's gotta be good here. Alright. 6 mana. It's probably a Johnny Unyielding. Oh gosh. That's pretty good. Alright, so what does this do? I think plus looks at the top 3. Put all non-land permanents reveals weight in your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library. Exile a creature. I think they exiled my thing. Okay. I think I'm gonna Bloodchief's Thirst the Obstinate Baloth and attack here. You talk to a Johnny here. So attack a Johnny, attack you. So they'll start drawing cards. Let's go Bloodchief's Thirst. Glad I had 4 in my deck. Still, though, the Lost Legacy off the top is going to be really embarrassing. Because I don't know what the name here. I think I still name Karth, but, like, they have a Sylvan Library in place. It's really good for them. Okay, anything but a Planeswalker I think I could deal with. Okay, there's Karth. So now, like, Lost Legacy looks really bad. I probably Lost Legacy cards in their hand. Okay, they drew a Garruk. That's pretty good. God, the rest would have been so good. Now, if I ever draw him, though, him's pretty great. Right. And the Ultra Aristocrat's not bad. Now we can attack into the Arbor Elf here. We can attack the Gatekeeper, so I can keep the pressure on. I'm going to ignore pretty much all the Planeswalkers from here on out. So I'm like trading the Gatekeeper for like for this Arbor Elf, which is I think fine. But now they're gonna start pumping out beast tokens, so it's gonna be really annoying. This is actually not good. Karth Garruk is a great combo. Karth and any Planeswalker is a great combo. Okay. 3/3/3. Awesome. I need a Bloodline Keeper. That's what I need right now. I should have brought more in. Didn't really think about it. Okay, Swamp. That's not good. We'll just hold the Swamp. No attacks. Can't just, like, concede here, so I have to make them kill me this time around. gonna hold. Not gonna F6 this time. Might need to like block sack. I don't know how to get out of this, by the way. This is like the matchups where I wish I had something like Malakir Blood Witch, where like it wins without attacking. It's kind of like, I mean, this is an aggro deck, so you have to kind of attack to win. But Malakir Blood Witch would have been so good here. Well, I'm at 33, so I'm gonna take this 3. I'm good with this. Okay, just another random thing. I have a lot of life to play with, so I could definitely just hang out. If I draw like Captivating Vampire, I can take the Karth, I guess, and then just kind of like sack it. They could just start overrunning. They could just like plus and try to overrun me after they make enough beast tokens. It's Gideon or deploy the Gatewatch. Oh my god! Please whiff, 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 whiff. That's a whiff. That's kind of a whiff. I mean, it is like sort of a clock too, though. But 1 out of like 7, it's not that. That's not that good. It's not that good. Come on. No attacks. Interesting. I don't know what's worse. Them discarding. I think I'm just gonna play the land. But it makes them just, they're gonna drain me, right? They're gonna drain and gain. And it makes their Sylvan Library better, because now they have like a gain life sort of thing to make the library good. Oh, I'm so dead. Okay, this is probably Gideon. If it is Gideon, this is pretty much game. Okay, I need to draw something really good. If I draw like a Bloodchief Thirst, I can kind of keep playing. But if it don't, my board's gonna get wiped, and that's pretty much game here. Okay. Oh, they're coming in too. That's amazing. Okay, just with 1. I will take this. Could block sack. I don't think it really matters. Because if I don't draw something to kill the Gideon, then just the game's over. Alright. GG's, opponent. Nice Karth. Good Karth hit. I can't beat all those Planeswalkers. No way. Don't have enough tools for that. Alright, got another match with the Penny Dreadful Mono Black Vampires list. Won another die roll. Awesome. Oh, one-landers. I feel like I need more land in this list. I want like one more land, which would be the Haggard Mauling. It's not terrible, but it's on the play. Really just need to draw a bunch of lands. I mean, I have a bunch of 1-drops. It's not like the worst. I could like Seer for something. I'm gonna mulligan though. There's just no guarantee of land. This is better. Although now, I mean, this is fine. I'll keep this one. Vampire and the Cordial is pretty good. Island. Okay, so now technically this is a plus matchup, so we will figure this out right now. Right here, right now. I don't have any outs to a Dreadnought right now, so that's kind of annoying, but we'll see. My vampires are like nearly unblockable here. That's kind of funny. I guess another funny thing is that like I could take a hit from the 12/12 and was blocking with the Death Touch thing. They have a probe. They're probably gonna probe me and just see all this nonsense going on. So yeah, even if I like block with one of these, I still get the trade with the 12/12. I still take like 11 or I guess 12 if they have the thing slip out the back. I'll just hit 2 lands so I can play as Haggard Mauling. So yeah, if they run out of Dreadnought, it's not super great for them. Okay, they probe me. It's double Vampire, the Dire Moon. Which feels pretty great in this matchup, not gonna lie. It feels like a really good card in this matchup. They can't really counter everything. They can't Vapor Snag everything. Alright, they're gonna go for it. So I get to execute the line that I wanted, so I could just like put up a bunch of blockers here and just like kind of get them. Hopefully, I mean, they have double Vapor Sag. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. So, because I'm gonna attack with these things. Gatekeeper's kind of nice. That's kind of nice for the next turn. So I'm gonna play this. Run out two of these things and attack with the other vampires I can't attack. Alright, if they have double Vapor Sag, awesome. They can even have like Vapor Sag, like Dizzy Spell, but I don't know if people are playing Dizzy Spell. It'd be great in this scenario because it would minus the Death Toucher. So yeah, I just need them not to have any sort of like interaction with a single creature. I'm not gonna double block. That seems kind of nuts. Okay, I have a Delver. That kind of helps the helps them against this Gatekeeper. I mean, they could attack. Sure, I mean, I'm gonna take like a ton, but I'm gonna trade this off. If they please don't have Vapor Sag. Please do not have a Vapor Sag. Please don't have a phasing card either. That'd be annoying. Okay. Alright. See, now I get 2 counters here. I can gain 6 back. That's pretty awesome. If they have another Dreadnought, though, it's gonna be a little annoying. I do get the pre-con Gatekeeper pump again, attack for 12. Okay, I can see how this matchup could be really annoying. But they could have like a lose focus here. That's also annoying. But I'm still attacking for like 6. Actually 9. Okay. Alright. If this gets lose focus, it's whatever. I get the crack back. I still get the crack for 9 here. Memory lapse. That's totally fine. The measly 1/1 can't really block, so I'm gonna gain 6. This kind of negates like a bunch of Delvers here. I know what I'm drawing, and the card is good. They missed, so it's probably a creature. Whoa, what the heck? They resolved a 13/13, and I still won. That's insane, actually. Vampire Dire Moon, you got my you got my seal of approval here. Okay, so I don't think I like Bloodline Keepers in this matchup. I think I just want like to stack up on removal. So I like Bloodchief's Thirst, and I do like Infernal Grasp. I think these are all pretty decent cards. I like the Gatekeepers. Seer, I haven't really played with Seer yet, so I don't really know. But I'm gonna probably trim one. Him seems really good. Nighthawk seems really good. I've always cut a vampire. I'm just kind of lowering my curve a bit, but I kind of bring in all this removal. I feel pretty good. I want to just like play to the board here. Um, this hand's pretty good, except I have the Broken Vampire, the Dire Moon. I will keep though. Lands and spells. That's all I want. Right, it's bound to ponder. I will lead with Indulgent Aristocrat. Order of Empire is actually very strong. Especially when you have just like these weird death touchers that just like you don't mind trading off to pump everyone else. Okay, I'm probably getting mana leaked or whatever here, memory lapse, what have you. I don't think I like memory lapse against like the pseudo aggro deck that I'm putting out here. I think it's like particularly awesome. They tap out for like a 3-drop here. It's like okay, Delver. So they're holding up some sort of counter spell, but I will. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to. I'm gonna play 2 things here. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna offer the trade. Let's see. Are you good at Magic? Can you get a blind flip here? They pondered, so it's not that blind. They showed probe. So it's not actually blind. They are just good. They're good with their ponder setups. Actually, I didn't even see they shuffle. Let me just look. They chose to shuffle, so they're really good, actually. They're actually really good. They're very good. This is a very skilled magician. Because they saw my hand with probe, so they know what they got going on. They're gonna play the Jin, so the turn's a bit scripted. I think I just gatekeep kicker them. They sack the Delver. I get hit for like probably 4, but it's okay because I have a bunch of life linkers. There's a lot of incidental life gain in this deck. I think it's like pretty good against other aggro decks. I hope I could draw lands or go Cordial Vampire Gatekeeper, and also don't have like a counter spell. That's kind of a nice kind of curve. Okay, I'm gonna take 3. Okay. So they have some sort of counter spell. Okay, I can do both now. This doesn't play around to lose focus, but this also doesn't. They knew my hand. They did probe me, so they knew I had the second gatekeeper. They knew this from the lap, so this probably is a loose wipe away. Okay. I'm fine with this. Totally fine. Not sure this is the matchup for wipe away, by the way. I'm building a crazy army here. Seal or removal, okay, and another Jin. I'm gonna him you to start. Take this last card. It's probably a Dreadnought. I had to guess. Okay. Just gonna run out the Vampire while I can, and then just kind of pass. I win these races, obviously. The seal is kind of interesting. It is gonna mess up kind of the counter sort of thing, but look what I got going on here. This is gonna be nuts. I think they'll probably like I'll try to activate, they'll just bounce the Cordial Vampire in response. Okay, they played a land. They can't really attack. The math is like not in their favor. Okay, that's a pre-bounce. I don't really like that. Because they're gonna try to attack. Okay, they won't attack. Okay. That's something easy to sack, because I don't need to do anything. Okay, I'm gonna attack with these guys. And yeah, I think this game's like going wide is like a really strong strategy against Dreadnought too. Can't really get everything. Okay, so take this trade. Sack my Vampire the Dire Moon. So everyone gets pumped, then the Aristocrat pumps. These trade. I get another pump here. Yeah, this game's kind of over. There's no way they deal with the entire board here. I can't believe this is working, but they kind of drew a bunch of lands. It's kind of silly. I think they use their sealer removal, not super great, but I do have a bunch of like weird value creatures. So, all right, they need a board wipe. They need displacement wave. That'd be kind of cool. Displacement wave, ponder. Okay, ponder helps. They could Giga Drowse me, I guess. The buy a turn, but they're so behind. They have a bunch of 5/5s in play. And a 6/6. This is cool. That was sick. All right, I can see the power of this. That was awesome. Love it. All right, get in the match with the Petty Dreadful Mono Black Vampires list. Another Direwolf one. That's very lucky. Another one lander. I hate it. I want to mulligan. I need more lands. This hand is great. I think I can turn one Vampire here. And I think I'll just like mulligan one of these or scry this to the bottom. So turn one Captivating seems okay. Can't click. Also, I'm upset about these one landers. But this is pretty good. It's a pretty good start. I could kind of get to try this out. I mean, it might be just a lord that just does something, so it's not super bad, but I feel like I want a bunch of one drops when you play this. Okay, I think I'm gonna run out the... No, I think I'll just run out a bunch of one drops here. If they have like a board wipe though, it's gonna be kind of annoying. But let's just put the most power out as quickly as possible. They play Dismal Backwater. That's when you really need the lands. Okay. Bloodchief's Thirst on the Captivating. They use a Dark Ritual for that. That's pretty awesome. Kind of wish I had the Cordial out. But they would have probably killed the Cordial, I think. But though, I mean, they would have pumped the Captivating. It's kind of whatever. If we get the untap, then I can like kind of protect all my creatures with the Indulgent. Okay, is this like a... Wow, okay. Viserys here. Okay, I'll take you. This means I can attack with everyone here, because if they try to block, I can just, like, sack the Viserys here. Okay. Because the thing dies here, and then which triggers a Cauldron Empire and the Aristocrat pump, so get another trigger here. This is so good. I think I want, instead of this, maybe like a Lacerator, just an aggressive creature, but this is a lot. So not even something like, yeah, not even something like Flaying Tendrils would do it, because guys are like 4/4s. God, that's such a sick combo. Like, the Indulgence crap plus the Cordial Vampire, it's so good. Okay, so they're playing some more, like, mid-range lists. I think I want Infernal Grasp. I don't want Bloodchief's Thirst, it's not too bad. If I want, like, Duress, or no, you know what, I want Bloodline Keepers. I want to just, like, kind of stay grindy. I don't know if I really want Duress. I don't hate Bloodchiefs, so I don't really know if they're dealing with creature-wise. I'm just gonna keep it like this. I definitely need more lands. I think I might just play like a full 20 swamps and 4 Haggard Mauling, then like that will be like my land count. I don't think I really needed the Infernal Grasp, but they've been okay so far. I'm gonna keep. Dire Moon's been quietly good. I hate to say it, but it's been quietly good. The incidental life gain's really good, and just like it just trades with everything. It's like it has to be respected. It's silly to think about that. The more I say it, the more I think it's silly. The Seer here enslaves me against like something like a Flaying Tendrils, so I can just scry a bunch. Buried Alive. Is this Necrotic Ooze? Master Death, Demigod. That's a pile. That's a pile if I ever saw one. Okay, I'll just play Nighthawk here. I could go like Dire Moon sack to the Aristocrat and then attack with everyone, maybe. That's kind of a game. They take 2 life just to get a master in play, but they get a master, I guess. I guess that's good. I don't really know. Okay, Ritual. So Demigod? Demigod be pretty strong. Bontu's Last Reckoning. Okay. Oh, starts crying. I want lands. That's all I really want. Okay, this goes to the bottom. Well, I want to see the land here. Him is not bad, but they have like a 2 masters in their hand, so not like the worst if I hit the masters here. I just want the land for the Bloodline Keeper. Okay, perfect. Okay, we got it. They'll probably play a master here. It's fine. The my Bloodline Keeper is gonna do the business. Surveil 2. What happens here? They surveil 2 lands out. Interesting, because they don't get an untap step because of the Bontu's Last Reckoning, so I wonder if they have a bunch of lands in their hand. They know. I know they have another master. Okay, they do have another land. Okay, no trade. Because later I can just, like, if I draw a land here, it's going to be pretty awesome. Okay, so I get to just run out all these Bloodline Keepers. Next turn, I'm getting a huge transform very quickly. I'm not trading here. My attacks will be so much better. Okay, we'll make a thing in response. 80 Vampire here off the top will be pretty good. I'm gonna take this 3. I gained so much life already off the other little things. I can, like, kind of afford that. Okay, it's not the greatest vampire. In fact, it's not a vampire, it's a dark ritual. To draw a demigod that can get back into this. Thirst for discovery. To discard a land. Feed the swarm. That's a good feed the swarm. But at least it replaces itself with a vampire. And I mean, this is pretty big. They go to 8. That's not too bad. But like a lord here is pretty good. I will him them. I hit 2 lands. The last card's a master. Attack with everyone because the surveil actually hurts them, or the trigger hurts them here. So, like, why not? I guess. So yeah, they don't even do it because they don't save a life. Awesome. See, Blood Keeper good. If you get to untap with it, it always will give you a little bit of value. I love it. All right, get another match with the Pangerful Vampires list. On the play, 5 out of 5 being on the play. I will keep this hand as a him and some stuff. We need to draw another land though. But I always try to turn to him my opponent. Here, fan of the YouTube. Thank you for subscribing and watching my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. Always good to see people playing the format because of the YouTube video. Vivid Grove, that could be a lot of things. But this is a him, so he'll be hemmed. Crumbling Vestige, oh, they're playing Glimpse. Okay. Glimpse for tomorrow. This is gonna be this might be a tough one game 1. Wave Sifter. That puts a lot of permanents into play. So like, I mean, my Gatekeeper's not super great. Definitely have to board in some Lost Legacies for this matchup. The thing is like Charlotte's Agent kind of like dodges a lot of the duress-like effects, so like if you have a thing around, I think you go for it, yeah. This is 5. 5 permanents is not bad. You can flip so many different things here. Okay. Glimpse of Tomorrow. They had a Wave Sifter and 4 lands. Can't really go off again, but I mean, they have more permanents now and more lands. They actually went up on lands, which is pretty good. They have another, like, cascading thing. Now they have a ton more permanents. So if I Gatekeeper them, at least they take off one. They drew. I don't know, like, drawing. You're in a pretty good spot, and you just want to have as much, like, permanence as you can. Okay, so I'm going to Gatekeeper kick them. It takes off a permanent, which is all they care about, and it pumps my Cordial Vampire. But I will pass. I draw another land, I can Bloodchief's Thirst, kicker this, and then pump the team. All I want to do is dodge a Cascade spell. All I want to do. So they're not on the list that I usually play because I don't play Crumbling Vestige. But I'm when I play this deck, I'm a big fan of Pandemonium and Sapling Burst because it gives you an alternate kind of win con where you can just kind of cast. This might be just like the play a bunch of dudes thing. I'd probably crack this clue. You're looking for the 3-drop Cascader. Okay, they have another wave. I would have just played the Wave Sifter. This is interesting. The Wave Sifter is really good at just blocking. This kind of board in general. Maybe they already have. Oh, and I get a trigger of the Corvids Vampire. That's funny. Maybe they already have the yeah, I think they have a Demonic Dread. Okay, so they just did it just to do this, and now they have Demonic Dread. Alright, pretty great. Glimpse number 2, here we go. This is gonna be a big one. Alright, they found Flamekin Zealot. Oh my goodness, they have a thing. Let's see if they stack this right. You want to put this first, so you hit these first. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot. I think it's like a one of in a list like this. And they can make this not block. That's pretty good. Okay. They did it right. I'm going to take a lot of damage. I mean, this thing kind of blocks well, at least. Am I dead? Dude, I'm not dead, but it's not good. I could definitely live here. I'm definitely not dead. Maybe this is an easy block. Okay. Okay. I think this is a smart attack. Because they don't want to get rid of the Hermit. So I will block one of these. I'm at 2. If they would have attacked, I would have died, by the way. If they would have attacked the D4 somewhere, I would have died. But it's okay. I can't really draw out of this, yeah. Or can I? No, I can't. They're at 20. If they just attacked the D4 somewhere, I would have died. Math, though. You know what? Math. Math. Okay. This might be a tough one to get past. I do like Lost Legacy. Eternal Lost Legacy for Glimpse buys me a lot of time. Duress. Here's the thing about Duress. It's not that good. It hits like Demonic Dread, but that's kind of it. Him seems really good. I don't know about Infernal Grasp. Well, Infernal Grasp is better against sort of the other things. I don't like Bloodchief's Thirst at all, so I'm gonna cut these. I think I might want Infernal Grasp though. Not sure. I think between the hymns and the Lost Legacies, I think they should do all the heavy lifting here. I will keep some grasp. They are pretty good against like killing Hermit. Like you pay 2 life to knock off like 5 power. It's not bad. I'll play one more. I'll cut a Seer. One more grasp. I think I could be okay. I'm really banging on Lost Legacy to really help me out here. Alright. There's a Lost Legacy, no Dark Ritual though. I will mulligan. This hand is not good. I kind of want to go to 5. I think I need like some sort of him effect. It's kind of a rough one. Okay, I can keep this. I think this hand's okay. I'll keep. If I draw a Lost Legacy, I can cast like almost immediately. Probably just play this as a land. Probably should have actually kept the double Vampire, the Dire Moon, instead. Actually, if they only play non-basics, this is like a 3-drop. And they mostly play non-basics, so it's actually not terrible. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Alright, Lost Legacy? Maybe? No. I just said I wanted less or more lands, and now you just give me all lands. Aggro decks, am I right? Crazy. Okay, if this is like a blue source, they can just kind of go down, but like they're under no duress to do so. I don't think they would do that. I have like a single 1/1. It's not doing much. Wave Sits would be not bad. Put more permanents into play, then you can set up for the 3-drop Cascade. Okay. I think they're gonna go for it. Okay. See how lucky they get. Okay, it's not bad. They essentially like kind of just trade. They lost the land, but they gained 2 treasures, so it's like kind of like 2 land drops. They can go again now with 4 permanents if they have a demonic dread in their hand. Or actually another Charlotte's Agent, they can just go again. Or wait a turn. Yeah, probably wait a turn is fine. I could have actually Dark Ritual Hagramal in there. I'm gonna kill this. It's 1 less permanent for them to flip. Attack as well. This has been not a great draw. But I don't know. If I drew a Lost Legacy, maybe it would have been okay. I would have been okay if I drew a Lost Legacy at some point, turn 1 or 2. Alright, opponent. What do you got? They have a Demonic Dread here, that's pretty good. Alright, 3 red. Or they're playing Dark Dwellers. This is fine. They flip 5 permanents. See what they hit. Okay, that's a pretty decent hit. Just you always want to hit a deep forest permanent. That just puts like a bunch of power on the battlefield. And they can go again technically if they have a Charlotte's Agent. So now they can try to go again with a bunch more permanents in play. Okay, they have a provision or a Swift Sower. Okay. Oh, Dream of the Land. Awesome. I don't know how I'm getting out of this with all the lands. We'll just kind of continue. I don't have anything like Nature's Ruin. Nature's Ruin would be so good. Maybe I can like kind of outlive this. I'm not really sure. Probably just attack with like the flyer and the 1/3 squirrel tokens. This is vanishing too, so I'll take this hit for now. The whole deck is just about like having the superior board presence at the end. And I drew another land. Okay, you know what? You got it. They'll see this in the video, of course, because they're a fan. But yeah, GG's. Good rolls. Good rolls. What's up, guys? Your boy Jemik here, back with the final thoughts of the Mono Black Vampires list. 3 and 2, not too bad. The Dreadnought win let me believe that this deck is pretty decent. I I took a Dreadnought hit and I still kind of won in a really convincing fashion. Despite my last loss with the flood, I think I still want to add land. So if I were to like make a bunch of cuts right now, Seer wasn't really necessary. I think between like Aristocrat and like a bunch of like gatekeepers and stuff, you have enough ways to kill creatures or something, or just some random things. So I think I'll just cut the Seers. Captain Vampire never really came up, but as a lord, it's not bad. I don't really know. I like Bloodline Keeper a lot. Bloodline Keeper was sick. I think I'm gonna cut all these and maybe just like one more Captain Vampire, and I might just like run 2 more lands, and then like 2 more Hacker Maulings as just more removal. I think I just really just wanted more lands no matter what. I could also just play like 20 lands and 2 of these as like more lands. I think I'm kind of fine with like 1 less. And then like as a 1-drop, I don't know. I thought the removal was like okay. I don't think I really needed all of this, so I don't think I really need. I thought I would need something like an instancy spell against Dreadnought, but no, not really. You just need Vampire the Dark Moon. So maybe I cut these. I play like another Thirst main deck. Cut this, and then have like a 2 slot for maybe some like 2-drop or like a 1-drop. I could play like Lacerator. I think that's okay. I don't know. I guess for now I could play like Vampire. Lacerator. It's just like a random aggressive drop that's like pretty decent. You can mitigate the life loss with like your little life linkers, things like that. So I kind of want to just stay aggressive. You know what I mean? So like it's a pseudo. It's not really an incredibly aggressive deck. I can also see myself like cutting this, playing like more of this, and then playing another Bloodline Keeper because like this was okay. Like this is basically a lord. This is basically a lord. This is actually a lord, but and this is kind of a lord. So, but every time Bloodline Keeper came on the battlefield, it had to be respected, right? So, but if I play four of these, I think I need like more lands. I'm not really sure. Like I can see myself just cutting this because like getting to that part, the all it really says is other vampires you control get +1/+1 plus extra text. So why is this just not like adaptive automaton or something like that, or like I don't know Hall of Triumph or something? So it's just a random lord. So if I want more impactful cards, I think a Bloodlight Keeper and maybe Lacerator is better. So I don't know. I'm not really sure. I can see myself playing just more one drops that are good, not Seer, or just like more Bloodline Keepers, which is fine. The sideboard wise, I think I wanted a bunch of Lost Legacies. That combo matchup kind of felt bad, so I might want three, if not four. I don't know. It kind of depends on what I do with the other stuff. I don't know what else I'd really want. Um, it's hard to think about like I kind of just played a bunch of random decks, except the I mean, Dreadnought and Glimpse are I think are reasonable decks. Yeah, everything else was like pretty interesting. I don't know, but most of the time they're just kind of attacking with a bunch of like this card is like silly. It's just like, oh, what do I want that touch light figure? Like what that doesn't seem very assuming, but it trades with everything. It trades up all the time. It just it's a card that trades up. It's great with like Cordial Vampire because you don't care about this. You just keep attacking. So it basically is unblockable for the most part. And you can throw it away with Aristocrat, so that's pretty cool too. That's another reason to play more good one drops. The best reason that Seer was in the deck was because it was a one drop. So I got to play this and activate this, which is why I think you want like 23 to 24 lands in this list. Because like these are very mana intensive cards. This is mana intensive. This is very good. This mana intensive. This is like a 3-drop. It's not a 2-drop, it's a 3-drop. So yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe you have Dark Ritual too, but it's like that doesn't really come up all the time. That is a worry though. That like you have a bunch of lands with Dark Ritual, all of a sudden like your deck gets all like a lot worse. So I don't know. I could also like cut a land for another one drop. I don't really know. But yeah, fun deck. I can see why it beats up Dreadnought. It can go wide and kill a Dreadnought with just attacking, and you know the life gain's not bad. But yeah, like I said, you put up him, Dark Ritual, with a bunch of cards around it. You could make a deck, and like at least this deck is like synergistic, and that's a lot. That's really all you need sometimes to Page Revel. It's a deck that like is cohesive, and this deck really felt cohesive at times with like the Aristocrat, Vampire, or Cordial draws. Those draws were like the best draws by far. So I'm gonna leave this deck right here for now. Thanks everyone for watching. Like, follow, subscribe to the video. And yeah, join the Discord. All the links are in the description below. Come say hi. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a good one.